Monty 13 back at it with the hate speech. Alright, so I want to explain to a lot of these, I want to call them, personally, I want to call them nouveau black progressives, if you will, or rather, nouveau pro-black people. Because folks, I guess they don't really realize what it really means to be pro-black. They have y'all have no idea what it really means to be pro-black. Just because you don't disagree with the common narrative that black folks are quote-unquote supposed to agree with does not mean you're pro-black. That's absolutely foolish and childish, and I'll explain why. For one, why the fuck do you think black folks are of a fucking monolith? Why do you think we all have to think the same, talk the same, act the same? I mean, fucking A. You know what I call it? Know what I call it? When you know real microaggression? Is when folks would say, "Oh, you don't act black." That's like, really, nigga? I have to act a certain way just because I'm black? You want some real fucking white privilege? This is fucking white privilege. You don't white guys, the white people don't even have to be, they could be themselves. And there's nothing wrong with that. Why? Because white people are so many, they're so fucking diverse, they can be wherever the fuck they want to be. You can't do that if you're black, obviously. And most black folks don't even see that as a problem. And that's actually a huge ass problem. The reason why is because, and it's showing how it's a really big problem now more than ever, because when you are a monolith, all someone has to do is say one thing, you all jump on board like a bunch of fucking ducks and say, "Oh yeah, oh, say with this guy. Can you prove it? Oh, nope, I can't prove it, but I'm gonna say that whatever he says." No. That's foolish. That's foolish. You're not thinking for yourself. You're not actually doing your diligent research. You're not actually doing that which would bring power to your words. Thus, you have no power to your words. So what you have to resort to is fucking rioting in the streets and shit. Because words don't fucking matter coming out of your mouth. You gotta think about this type of shit. And then on top of it, they go, "Oh, all you do is just, oh, yeah, guys like you, people like you always just harp on black people and shit like that. Like you just hate on black people all the fucking time." And it's like, you know what you sound like? You know what you sound like? You sound like that kid, when you're a parent, you got that kid who keeps fucking up and you keep telling them, "Dude, you're fucking up. X, Y, Z, you're fucking up here, you're fucking up there, you're fucking up here, you're fucking up there. Why are you harping on me, dude? Because you're fucking up." I mean, like, it's out of love, not out of fucking if I really want to be like someone who, if we really want to be someone like who's doing it just to be an asshole to you, then we could be like, we'll be like, "Oh, you niggas will never be nothing because of this, that, and the third." None of us say that shit. Nobody says that shit. No fucking body says that shit. Okay, and until you hear some shit like that coming out of my mouth, then yeah, I'll stand with you on that one, because they're full of shit. They're full of fucking shit. But to say that, to harp on it and say the person who's not and say that they are, that's full of shit. That's where you're full of shit. And that's one reason why I always introduce my videos back at it with the hate speech. Because to y'all, this fucking hate speech, what I'm saying. And it's like, really? No, it's fucking facts, bro. It's fucking facts. We actually do our diligence research. We actually live through this shit. Me personally, too. I lived through this shit. I seen this shit, okay? When you have a situation, think about this, all right? The U.S. population is immense, okay? It's immense. We have a ginormous country. We're one of the largest countries in the world. But understand this. Black Americans only make up, 10 to 13% of the population? All right. Now let's say 10 to 13, so you have 10 to 13%. They, in terms of overall violent crimes, okay, it should be proportionate. Maybe they should make up at least 4% if they were, well-behaved individuals. Think about that. Maybe. I don't know. FBI statistics. Yeah. It's not racist, bro. It's not fucking racist. You got mugshots to prove. You got. I guarantee most of your homeboys got at least a few violent crimes. I know I do. I'm not at all. Shit, I'm on probation right now. Are you fucking kidding me? Well, of course, not for a violent issue, but still, I'm on probation still. But I mean, shit, most of us got records for doing dumb shit. And that actually looks bad on the whole. if a few people actually do this shit, it looks bad on a lot of us because it's not many of us. Okay, so gotta understand that part. That's very crucial, extremely crucial. We don't make up a majority, so don't act like we do. So when you have that, then you want to look at, okay, what are they going into? What are their upbringings? What are they? Okay, all right. So you have 10 to 13%, let's say roughly around like maybe 6.5% would live in the hood. That's over the half. That's over majority. That's over the majority, which means what? Well, look at the culture. What's in the hood? What's in the hood? Let's see what's in the hood. And don't fucking give me that bullshit talking about some goddamn, oh, the white man came over in the 80s and sold us crack and shit like that. Sold us cocaine and shit. Told us how to do crack and shit. Now we selling drugs and shit. Okay. Let's say they did. Let's say that actually happened. Maybe that's a valid thing. I don't see any proof on that, so I'm not going to sit here and say yes or no. But what I am going to sit here and say yes or no on is the issue of, that was the 80s, right? Yeah, it's 2018 now, and that shit's still going on. Which means what? We haven't fucking learned shit. We didn't learn a goddamn thing, and that's a problem. That's a fucking problem. That can show ineptitude of the individual. That just shows ineptitude of the individual. I mean, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Yeah. But yet, we're the kind of motherfuckers, you give us that which will destroy our neighborhoods, and we do it. And not only do we do it, we rap about it. We glorify it. We like, man, some of us in the hood, a lot of times really just aspire to be drug lords. I mean, it's a fact. I mean, it's not as big as it used to be, but it's still a thing. And not only that, because that actually had an effect. That type of mentality had an effect over the majority. So you have dependency, intoxication dependency issues very prevalent among black people. Very prevalent among black folks. It's like the whole stereotype with Irish people about them being drunks, because a lot of them were drunks and shit. A lot of them today still are drunks. You know what I'm saying? That's nothing. They can't hide from it. But shit, at least they're not killing their own folks. At least like 90% of their lyrics don't have in the songs that they make have something to do with harming their own brothers and sisters. Has nothing to do with harming their own neighborhoods. Has nothing to do with showing out and trying to demean the other person's neighbor, the other person of their ilk. You gotta think about this shit. These things have an effect. Okay, all right. Now let's get Then let's get on to the family structure. Now, statistically, it's proven. One of the reasons, as a matter of fact, I have a hypothesis on this. I mean, actually, not even just me. A lot of well-known professors and shit right now are actually working on this. Showing how it's like, well, it's been worked on. Scratch that. But I take it a different way. Basically, what they're saying is that it's proven that a two-parent household is the prime a prime factor in someone actually becoming a successful adult and being a very well-rounded person, because that's what the term of broken home. You can't possibly sit here and tell me that the single parent household, you have your success stories very far few in between, but a lot of them don't get too far in life, nor do they aspire to, because the aspiration is not there. What I'm saying is, like, I've seen it from both sides. I actually lived in a two-parent household at one point, and then I lived in a single-parent household at one point. One of my greatest inspirations living in a two-parent household was because I actually seen someone who I saw as a father figure actually go out there and fucking try to make it. You know what I'm saying? Didn't do illegal shit. He earned his money legitimately, and he was able to put me through private school. I didn't even know this, that it was costing $50,000 to get me through school. Well, I was only in there with their elementary school for I ended up living in a single parent issue. It was a separate situation with that, but so what I'm saying, and he did that shit legitimately with a business that he started by himself, simply driving all around Chicago and shit, getting towels from various hair salons and stuff like that, and washing them, bringing them back. It was me and his business. And I worked with him. I started working at the age of like 7. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and that taught me a lot about life. You see, a lot of these kids out there, they don't have that shit. I mean, like, when I remember I was painting my car, it was this kid, because in the neighborhood next to me, I mean, it's a pretty rough neighborhood over there. And one of the kids over there, he comes over here in my neighborhood occasionally and ask folks, they want their grass cuts and shit. And like, shit, dude, I didn't even tell him. I'm like, man, I love this nigga. I love you, bro. Like, real talk. Like you are out there really trying to get it. Like, because he wasn't out there, he wasn't doing all the other dumb shit. No, he's really out there just trying to live. I even talked to the guy. He even had his mind straight. He was aspiring to have like a family, his own business. I'm like, this is that shit. This is that shit. This is what separates the haves from the have-nots. And if you want to say that just all black people are the have-nots, just simply because they're black, you're full of shit. It's not simply because we're black. It's because we're black and we think we're all supposed to think alike. And when we all think alike, and when a large majority of us is on some fuck shit, we think we're supposed to act like them. And we're on some fuck shit. You see how the circle goes? So it's a huge ass problem. The father needs to fucking be there. Life is way more than just fucking bitches to get money. Until the day the niggas actually understand. And I'm over here, that's something that actually has been boggling my mind since I left high school. That's one of my main focuses is actually trying to figure out some way to lend a positive word to the black community. And you'll never fucking catch me, especially going out there just downing black folks. They always say I'm downing them. It's like, dude, I'm not downing you. I'm just saying the shit that you're saying is childish. Understand our real problems here. It's not a racial issue. It's a cultural issue. Culturally, we have an aggrandizement of thug culture. We do. Don't even say we don't. Because we do. We fucking do. If we didn't, most of our music wouldn't be based on just all out hedonism and just thuggery, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't survive like that. You can't survive like that. And to possibly even think that just because that someone else will look at you and think less of you just because, it shows a lot when in actuality, if you actually talk to these people, you realize they don't. They see that you may abide by a certain cultural norm that is very dangerous to not only yourself, but people around you. And they're not fucking with it. It's not racism. It's a cultural issue. At the bottom of it. It's a cultural issue at the bottom of it all. And we lack the ability to look into ourselves and see that. We really do. We really fucking do. I mean, and it's a damn shame. It's a damn shame, because if you actually be the one of the few black folks who actually see that shit, look at it and try to talk about it, you know what I'm saying? You get laughed at. You get scoffed. You actually get, niggas actually tried to fight me because of that shit before. Just for pointing out actual statistics. And just showing in their own lives. Like, bro, give me an example of some shit. Tell me something that happened in your life. Oh, this, that, and the third. Oh, this, I ain't had that shit. I ain't had that shit. Okay, well, what did you have? What was going on? What situation? What is that third? This is exactly why things are like the way they are. Do you see the perpetuation here? It's like the abused child who was abused by their parent. It's like the abused child who got abused by their parents, and they become an abusive parent themselves, and the just cycle goes on. At some point, you should at least think for 1 second that you should try to stop the fucking cycle instead of trying to protest and for the rights of abusive people. Think about that. think about that as an analogy, because that's a perfect analogy for that. I mean, dude, a lot of these things that are going on right now, right? The whole situation with the black folks getting killed by police and shit. Did you not catch what the hell happened? No, you didn't, because you didn't fucking look it up. Black folks only amount to, in police killings, only like less than 5%, bro. Less than 5%. And the only things, when you come up with police killing blacks, you can only come up with several names that are household names at this point. When you come up with police killing whites, for example, no one even knows, bro. I mean, there's a shit ton of them. It's like, okay, yo, pick the area. Shit, one of them happened a few months ago in my own damn town. You don't hear that on the news, do you? Because police are more quick to shoot a white person than they are shoot a black person. You know that? And the cops will even admit that shit, because they don't want the fucking PR on their ass. They don't want the fucking media on their ass. Because they know that the fucking that the Democrats will actually Democrats in particular use that shit to garner up fucking momentum and say, oh, well, we care about you black folks. Nigga, we've been voting for these niggas for the last how fucking long, and they haven't done shit. They've only done worse. Oh, they want to take away our entitlements and shit. They want to cut down on fucking food stamps. Yeah, you ever thought about how much reason why you make so less when you fucking work a little a medium wage job, like a $10 an hour job, and you get taxed out the fucking ass? It's because of that dumb shit. It's because of that dumb shit. That's where the fuck your money, a lot of your money's going. And then you look at it, you over here starving, you're trying to do right by your family and shit, and the niggas over here fucking just getting, just living off of fucking welfare and shit. Women over here fucking having kids so they can get hired on their, getting more money on their tax than they actually fucking worked and get higher in social benefits and shit like that. I mean, yeah, think about that type of shit. This is where your fucking money's going. They're not doing shit with their lives. You're trying to do shit with your lives and you fucking can't. Think about that. Man. It's a bigger issue than you fucking think. Shit is not that goddamn simple. You can't be a simple-minded person and try to think you can be someone who can speak on the political platform. You can't be a simple-minded person to do that. And not saying that there's no hope for you on that, because there's always hope. It's just read, look up things, think for yourself. That's what it's all about. Be an individual for once. Don't just follow the crowd. Haven't your parents ever taught you that? If little Johnny jumps off the bridge, you think you're going to follow him? No. Hell no. I mean, come on. This is exactly what the hell's going on. And then they try to then they try to shank you with, oh, you just being like Uncle Ruckus off of Boondocks. It would take somebody fucking Uncle Ruckus type nigga off from Boondocks. These type of niggas don't exist. I mean, okay, maybe they do. Maybe I have never met one. Because the type of shit that he actually hates the fact that he is black. Most black conservatives actually, in fact, I would go as far as say even all black conservatives don't actually hate the fact they're black. I actually like the fact they're black. I like the fact that I'm black. I think it's cool. Shit, I can give away saying a lot of shit. I can speak the truth about a lot of shit. I don't have to worry about folks going, oh, you white male privilege. Nope, you can't give me that. You can't fucking give me that, nigga. You can't give me, I can't even say nigga, face ass. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just not the whole fucking PR riot over my shit. No. See what I'm saying? I'm using my blackness to actually get me to actually being able to speak the truth about shit. And, shit, even though, truth be told, folks don't realize, you want to see some, like I said, I tell folks all the time, bro, you want to see some real racism? Be a black man and tell black folks about how to help other black folks. Really help other black folks. Not just give them free shit, because they won't do shit with that free shit. Trust me, I know. It does never fucking works. It's not even with black folks in general. That's human shit. You give humans shit in general, just for free, nothing would ever happen right. They will always end up at the end of the day becoming hedonistic and selfish and not strive for anything. They don't really care to. And why should they? Why should they? Because you're just going to provide things with everybody. At the end of the day, folks don't realize the subtlety of the subtle racism of low expectations. They don't expect you to actually do anything. They don't think that a lot of times that when you do shit, when you get caught with shit, when you do a crime and you're black and shit like that, when the cop comes up to you and you buck on the cop and you try to fight them, because I have before too, and you know what I'm saying, shit like that, and you know, and the cop does some shit to you, you know what I'm saying, they don't think that you're well equipped enough to think for yourself. So they say, oh, it's racism. Think about that. Think about that. Because there's no proof of that. There's no proof that it was racism. You can look to the guy's past. There's no proof of racism. You can look through the guy's people who he knows. There's no proof of racism. It always, these days especially, it's always imposed on them. Always imposed on them. Oh, you're racist. Oh, I know I'm not. Can you prove that? I'm not racist. What the fuck? And it's like one of those loaded terms that you just, I mean, it's gotten to the point to where it's no longer, it has no value. The word racism has no fucking value anymore because of niggas like that. I just want y'all to think about that. I know this video ran kind of long, but I just want y'all, I just want y'all to think about that. 'Cause I care about y'all. True story. Like, share, subscribe, do what you do, and Monday 13, bro. I'm out.